Hi, my name is Pav. I wanted to show you today how to make it homemade barbell. Let's jump into it. Today I will actually show you two options of barbells. One of them will be a bit lighter, faster to make and actually cheaper, approximately 10 to 12 pounds. Second option is just a bit more trickier because you need to make one cut. However, that's gonna make your barbell adjustable and gonna cost you a bit more because you need to use two metal rods. We will have to sacrifice the first barbell. We're actually gonna need to cut it in half in order to afterwards slide the first one into second one. Today, for ease of use, we're going to use water as our actual weight. But if you have environment when you actually can use the concrete instead, concrete plus water, please go for it. However, you need stronger poles for it as well, because obviously the more pressure you have on either sides of the poles, the more durable bar you need. Sometimes it's more expensive, not sometimes, most of the times. What do we need today? First, couple of sellotapes. Sellotape is duct tape, so two rods, one another one. So first one is a bit smaller, another one a bit bigger one. So first one cost me like 7 quid in B&Q, second one 16, and of course bottles of water. Here they are. So I chose just normal, I think Sainsbury's sparkling water brand because of the even surface. Sparkling for water pressure in the bottle, so we have a more firm surface, so it's easier touch on the poles. Regarding pole specification, so first pole is 1.5 meter long and 28 millimeter diameter. Second one is 6 foot or 1/8 millimeters. 32 millimeters wide. Look, regarding tapes, I chose just this something called reminding me duct tape. So I chose that. I did use that before, so it was very durable. I love it. Second one is just like a regular sellotape for office use. Should be perfectly enough just to cut the cost down. So when you choose poles in the shop and you're actually going for second option today, make sure one can slide into another one telescopically. So just like that, and there is not too much of axial play. If the axial play is happening, I'm gonna advise you to put a bit more sellotape around it to make it a bit thicker, so there is not so much axial play in there. That's quite important. I'm gonna talk about that later on as well. When you're buying a sparkling water in the shop, try to use it with an even surface, as I said. It's just much easier to attach on the pole after. Buy cheap as possible, sparkling one will be perfectly fine. You actually can use it first and then just pour it from the tap. When you're choosing the poles, please don't go for the longest one possible. So one is 1.8 meters, the longest one, and it's alright, because when you're applying the weight on each side and they're way too far from each other, you're putting too much pressure on the middle point and it actually can snap. So we don't want that. So try to go as narrow as possible, but think about exercise like squats, etc., which you actually need to put on your shoulders and to make sure your arms can go down here. So lots of people are not as flexible and they're not able to bring their fists all the way to their shoulders, so they have to stick with this kind of width. So make sure you have enough gap there. Besides, it's not going to take that much space in your home. Win-win situation. If you use empty bottles, just fill them up full as much as you can to make them as solid as you can. So when we're actually starting, put your biggest one on the side for now. Take the smaller one. Choose 6 bottles which are the most firm and have the most pressure. 3 per side, so we have 6 in total. So and make sure they're holding as strong as you can and check afterwards. So just shake it around, shake it a bit. So for extra security, we could drill holes on the very end of this pole over here and put the screw inside if you really want to. But with the normal duct tape, with normal sellotape, if you're actually making it, extra rounds with it, that should be perfectly fine. Please do not drill holes closer to the middle, as it's going to compromise on the durability of your pole. Once you have your first 6 bottles attached, start to apply another bottle. So I would probably choose 6 per side, so 12 in total on one bar. Remember, in my case, bottle of water is 2-liter bottle, and 1 liter water is 1 kilogram. So 6 bottles per side would give you 24 in total, so 24 kilograms of water. So you should end up with a bar with 24.5 kilograms weight, because the bar weighs something, and plus all the materials as a sellotape, plastic, etc. Okay, this bar is great substitution for the gym bars. We can do multiple exercises, but please warm up before you start exercise, as this particular bar cannot be adjustable and you're jumping straight away on your maximum weight. Do your warm-ups first. Once our smaller bar is done, we can jump into second one, more trickier option. I put them down, that one on the side. We take a bigger pole, and we're going to do this exact same procedure with the big one as we did with the small one. However, do not drill the hole on the end of the big one. So once you've done that procedure, you should have another 24 kilogram barbell. Alright, so again, you have 12 bottles per each side. 12 bottles per each side. No, that's too many. I have 6 bottles per each side, so we have 12 in total. So we have 12 in total, which makes 24 kilograms bar. Again, remember this one bar, second one is a bit bigger, and here comes all the trick. So what do we need to do now? We need to sacrifice the small one in order to upgrade the bigger one. Take the metal saw, any metal saw is fine. I'm going to use the jigsaw now. If you don't have it, no worries, go to B&Q, grab some metal saws. Maybe your neighbor has one and just borrow it from just one simple cut. Cut right in the middle. Make sure you don't have any sharp edges once you've done the cut, and remove all the debris with sandpaper from the tube. Once you've done the cut, we're going again to our bigger one. We separate the small one and we slide telescopically inside of ends of the big one. It should go just smoothly and perfectly without any actual play, and you can start to do like things like a bend over row, because now you have double of your weight and you always can adjust it. So if you don't need it, you just can remove it and stick with the lighter one. Once you're doing some heavy compound exercises like deadlift, maybe some clean jerks, you can actually use the heavier one, which was the purpose of this video. And voila, you have a homemade barbell made under 40 quid, probably it's like 35, maybe 37 pounds altogether, and it's actually adjustable in this current situation. Or if you like the first option with the smaller bar, that's also great. It could probably cost me to make like 10 to 12 quid, where if you look on the retail prices now for barbells, it's anything between 100 pounds and 500 pounds because of the demand and supply. In the quarantine, all the gym equipment just went rocket high. It's just make no sense to buy now, especially if after a couple of months the gym going to be open. If you have any question regarding this video, please comment below. Like if you find this video useful, as it really helps to promote the channel. And if you want to see more fitness tips, please subscribe. Bye bye.